Hello, I'm Inget, and the topic of today's video is why Pyro actually takes skill. These are my observations as a beginner Pyro player, and generally a well-experienced, I think, TF2 player. As always, there will be a brief overview of the Pyro class, a couple of talking points, and that would be about it. Enjoy. Pyro sense. Playing Pyro, just like playing Sniper, sometimes is a whole different game than all of the other classes combined. TF2 is designed in a way that middle range combat is king in almost any situation. The classes that also seem to get a lot of hate are the classes who turn this principle upside down. The very well known example is the Sniper, and I explained in another video why he is not OP and whatever. The link will pop up shortly in the top right corner. So, by extension, Pyro can also be categorized as a class who breaks this meta. The Pyro, just like Sniper, is an extremely unconventional approach to TF2 combat. Pyro exceeds in short-range engagements, just like Sniper, who exceeds in long-range combat. This makes them subject to hate when people don't know how to counter them, and also makes them different from every other class on the battlefield. So what is Pyro Sense? A Pyro Sense is basically rewiring your TF2 brain for close quarters. That means most of the time escaping situations that for other classes would be absolutely bearable. It means playing around the corners, it means being on the lookout for damaged enemies who overextend, and it generally means adjusting your playstyle to a team-oriented one. Because Pyro is labeled as an offensive class, and with enough grinding it certainly can be that, but I position the Pyro as a class which benefits more from being defensive. This is also commonly called the Pyro, being around your team, reflecting projectiles, and spy checking. This is a hallmark of what I think a good Pyro is. Now let's get to the skill part. Flamethrower. Before the Jungle Inferno rework, Pyro was as frustrating to play as he was frustrating to play against. The decals for the Flamethrower were very inconsistent. The Air Blast used to be downright oppressive. Impressive. Impressive in a way that you could make up a new insult each time you would be air blasted. Combine that with a downright even more impressive Afterburn, which made 125 HP classes lose half of their HP with a 1 second exposure to the flames, made Pyro excruciatingly frustrating. The Jungle Inferno and the subsequent patches toned it down a little bit and made playing against or as Pyro much more skill-based. The Air Blast is obviously the star of the show here. It is the most skill-based Pyro ability, I think. You know the drill with Air Blast. Secondary. From a dozen of different weaponry that sits in the secondary slot, I choose the most skill-based, the Flare Gun. Aside from rewarding aim and prediction, just like Sniper does, it can allow your Pyro to deal with high HP classes and make short work from low ones. Melee. I used to play with a Power Jack, and it is a very good choice for super offensive Pyros. But since I have chosen to dedicate myself to a more supported, team-oriented play, Home Wrecker is my choice. I think that I've accidentally covered all of the stuff that I was supposed to be talking about here in the beginning, so I guess this is it then.